Dun, 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 dun. Yes, let's go. Okay, so we just finished World 9, which was all about like, which is mainly about like the number of corners or turns and stuff like that. Yeah, mainly about corners. Now we're gonna do the negative world, whatever this is. There's no wait. There's no theme for this. There's no theme symbol for this. There's at least a theme symbol for this. I mean, what do you guys think? Rivar, so I'm assuming Rivar, you've played all these already, right? Like, do you have a recommendation on? Oh, the dash is always there. It's not negative world, right? It's just like blank. Would you recommend going blank world or zero world first? Hey Yaz, I have finished watching Succession. Blank first? Okay. How you doing, Yaz? Yeah, Succession series finale was this past Sunday. It was pretty good. I liked it. I like the series as a whole. Blank first? Okay. 3 rules. 3 rules. Start at a circle and at a square. And the third rule is touch a blank? No. Cross out all the blanks. Third rule is cross out all the blanks. I think we got it already. Yeah, okay, pretty short. Pretty short one. Uh-oh. 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 All right. How do we draw this? Fudge. Why is this so annoying? No, this is impossible now, right? Wait. That's so close. I'm so close. Okay. So what's the issue here? There's 25 squares on this grid. 25 squares on this grid. It's a 5 by 5. And like, it's 3 moves to here, 3 moves to here, 3 moves to here, and 3 moves to here. It's like odd number of moves from the square to the circle, and like if you want to, you know, it's always an odd number of moves, which means we don't cover a square. Okay. I think I get it. The solution is gonna be don't touch this circle, or don't touch the second circle or the second square, so that you offset your number of moves by 1, so that you can cover all the other blank squares. If you try to cover the extra symbols, you're never going to be able to do it, I think, with the way they had set it up with the number of even odd stuff. Okay, 4 rules. Okay. Everything works. All 4 rules work. Wow, okay. So, we fail the first 2 rules. We fail every single rule if we touch here. Third rule still satisfied. Well, I mean, the first level didn't help us at all. So we don't need to touch all the blank squares. Touching the square is worse than touching the circle. Touching the circle gives us the third... touching the circle gives us the third rule. If we don't touch the circle, we don't get the third rule. Touching the circle gives us the third rule. What's the first rule? Touching the circle also takes away the first rule, though. Okay. So we have to go through the circle. Just stopping or starting at the circle is not enough. We have to go through the circle. We have to enter the circle and exit the circle. Okay, here we go. First rule. First rule is enter the circle. Marcus, thank you so much for the 4 months with Prime. Welcome back to the Rope Club. I appreciate the support. First rule is enter the circle. Second rule is exit the circle. Third rule is touch the circle. And fourth rule is I don't know. Fourth rule is don't touch the square. Fourth rule is don't touch the square because it fails. Why do we fail the second rule here? I don't know why we failed the second rule here. I thought the second rule was exit the circle. But I think the fourth rule is don't touch the square. Wait. Oh. The second rule is... Oh. Okay. The first rule is don't start on a symbol. The second rule is don't end on a symbol. Or like start on a blank. Yeah. Start on a blank. End on a blank. Touch all the circles. And don't touch the square. I think those are the four rules. Start on a blank, end on a blank, touch all the circles, don't touch a square. We're beginning to understand. That was actually kind of tricky set. It's not many levels for you to learn the rules, and you really have to figure out the rules like with a lot of experimentation. Your brain has been conditioned, or at least mine has been conditioned to like think about the affirmative of like starting on a circle, ending on a square kind of thing, and you don't think about like starting on a blank, ending on a blank. This game looks lit. Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool puzzle game. Have you ever played The Witness? It's like Witness, but only puzzles and no running around on an open world map and getting lost there. And I think I probably personally prefer the puzzles here over The Witness. Start on a circle. First rule, start on a circle. Second rule, end on a square. Third rule, Why doesn't that work? That works. That works too for the third rule. So we either need a corner or a 3 straight line. Like that works, but why doesn't this work? Okay, I'm not sure yet. This third rule seems to like definitely play something similar to it. Okay. This third rule seems to like small corners and long lines, but does not seem to like it does not seem to like a two, I don't know, something like asymmetric almost. It doesn't seem to like asymmetric stuff. Maybe? I'm not sure, but this doesn't work either. This is asymmetric, but it's small turns. Why doesn't this work? Oh, we have to touch all the circles. No, we don't have to touch all the circles. What? We just have to start on a circle, end on a square. I don't know what the third rule is. Uh-oh, it's getting real complicated. So what is this shape? So this shape that I made here is like pretty similar to this shape that I made here. Why doesn't it satisfy the third rule? You see here, this doesn't satisfy the third rule, but this does. It's the same shape, so it's got to do something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're playing Insight right now. It's very similar to Understand, but the learning curve is even steeper. Are you talking about the Talos principle, Yaz? I have no idea why this worked. One, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. So like this same shape rotated does not work. If I do this, it doesn't work. So the third rule has to do with symbols and not just the shape of the line. This symmetry works though. That also works. That also works. Is it like anything that I draw? If I go through 3 circles, it seems like almost any line I draw that goes through 3 circles works, except it doesn't work here. Why? There's two there's 2 curves in here. There's 2 curves here. There's two corners here. There's 3 corners here. Very strange. What's wrong with my memory? Yeah, that's what happens when you get older. My memory used to be so good. Like, I would be able to remember, like, everything. Like, even the most random details, like, years later. And then at some point in my 30s, my memory became really bad. I don't know. I don't know what this rule is. So this is telling me I should go through both squares? No, like... Like, here there's 3 gaps in between shapes. Here there's... See, like, that doesn't work. Even though it's, like, alternating. Yeah, be careful of hints, please. I mean, you can't even do that here if you wanted to, right? This also works? But this doesn't work? This doesn't work? The symbols definitely matter. The presence of the symbols definitely matters for the third rule. So... You accidentally misclicked the solution on the last level? When there's no symbols involved... Alright, is there a big space? Is there a big area with no... I can't tell. I can't tell the individual rules here. Oh, actually, I could tell with the sound. So when it makes this sound, it means that the third rule is active. When it makes this sound, it means the third rule is not active. So third rule is satisfied when you make 3 in a row. A line that's length 3 and a straight line. It's also satisfied when you have a corner piece. But once you go to a corner piece that has a longer side, it doesn't work. It does seem like something like that. Like, it does not allow... The third rule is not happy if you go a long distance without touching a symbol. It looks like you need to go... Like, you can do... You're allowed to do a length 3 line. You have to touch a symbol every 3 gaps in order to do it. But like, then why isn't this a solution? And why isn't this a solution? There needs to be some sort of like specific number of symbols or something. Like when there's only one circle and one square, you can't go very long without touching a symbol. It doesn't accept a 1-line segment, it doesn't accept a 2-line segment, but it accepts a 3-line segment. So far here, it's all exactly a 3-line segment. Here it accepts, these are like, this accepted a 1-line segment, but I don't know why. Okay, it's at this point that it becomes valid. The third rule becomes valid at this point. What if I gone like this? This also accepts, this is also okay. Like after you go through 3 symbols, you're allowed to have, after you go through 3 symbols, you're allowed to have like 1-line segments. Before you go through 3 symbols, you're not allowed to have 1-line segments. And you have to like finish going through the 3 symbols too. But this is not valid. Stop thinking so complicated. It's difficult. It's difficult to just think simpler, man. Oh? What are you trying to do there, Ravar? You trying to do some telepathic hinting? I almost had it, but I was just guessing. Like, I didn't really know. Right? What the hell is that? Why the hell does that work? But I don't know why. I don't know what the rule is. I feel like we didn't actually solve this level. What do you celebrate? What do you got? Why are you guys celebrating? I don't feel like it's worthy of a celebration because I just like kind of stumbled upon it. That's half of your levels in this world? Damn. Okay. Third rule, don't touch a triangle. First rule, start at a circle. Fourth rule, end at a square. Or second rule, end at a square. Third rule... or fourth rule, touch 1 blank? No, apparently not. Touch 1 blank. This doesn't satisfy the fourth rule. Do you want to know the rule? Rule 3 is 3. I don't get it. 3 factorial? I don't really get it. Rule 3 is 3 of the world's theme. Oh, I get it now. I get it now. You need exactly 3 blanks. You need exactly 3 blanks. You start at a circle, end at a square, and exactly 3 blanks. Damn. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty simple. But, I don't know, you've never had anything like that before. Okay. What is rule 4 for this world? Rule 4 involves symbols, because it's not active if you just touch blanks. It is active here, though. It is active here for a second, and then not active here again. I think I know. I think we figured it out. It's rule 4s have the same number of blanks as symbols. Nope, I lied. Why does that work? So now this doesn't work. It's kind of like that. See, like, rule 4 is satisfied when we touch 1 symbol and 1 blank. And it's also satisfied when we touch 2 symbols. Oh no, wait, that doesn't, wait, what? Okay, I'm completely confused. Why is this okay? Why is this satisfied rule 4? Seems to be something like that. Seems interesting how Shinmiri tries to deduce the rules from the smallest number of puzzles. I do it exactly the opposite way. YOLO as much as you can, then distill the rules from as many puzzles as possible. Yeah, I think your way is probably good. Each triangle represents 1 blank? Maybe? No? Yeah, I don't like brute force because I feel like if I skip the early levels too quickly and then just keep going to the next levels, I'm just gonna like it almost makes it a little bit harder for me to focus on what's important, you know? Like there's probably it's rare. I feel like in most sets there's probably enough information for you to deduce the rules between the first 3 levels. For the majority of sets, you only need the first 3 levels to figure out the rules if you're very observant and you try a ton of different things. This satisfies the 4th rule. Huh? That's weird. How come I'm not able to get the fourth rule was touching a triangle? Wait, what? I'm able to get it with touching this triangle, but not this triangle. That's really weird. This first level felt like the fourth rule was you want to touch the same number of blanks as symbols. This one is almost like you want to touch one more blank than number of symbols that you touch. You see, touch 2 symbols and 3 blanks and it's good, but any more or any less and it's not good. But I don't understand why this middle triangle seems to be not following that rule. And this doesn't work either. I have 4 blanks here and 3 symbols and it's not working. Okay, this also works. Either way is okay. I have to start here, right? But I don't know if I want to end here. There's really not that many combinations possible. I don't know how I haven't stumbled along the right combination already. There we go. So, same number of blanks as triangles? Something like that? Same number of untouched blanks as triangles. Because we have 2 triangles, 2 blanks here, 1 triangle, 1 blank here, 2 triangles, 2 blanks here, 1 triangle, 1 blank here. But but it's not that easy. It's not just like the same number of triangles. The triangles have to be like adjacent to the blanks. So we have to go through here. We have to go through this tile. This is too hard. What? Like, how do I touch these squares? How do I touch these squares without touching these squares? Oh, wait, maybe like this? Yeah. Okay. So we do a weird shape here so that we can actually turn back around and we leave the 2 blank spaces for these 2 blank triangles and these 2 blank spaces for these triangles. Okay, nice. Ooh, what are these? Exploding stars? Fourth rule seems to work with either 1 square. Fourth rule only works with 1 square. Start and end. First rule started a exploding celery. First rule started an exploding celery. Second rule ended an exploding celery. Third rule and fourth rule, I don't really know. We have a little bit more information on the fourth rule. Interesting, the fourth rule is satisfied here, but not here. And also here, but not here. But it's not satisfied here. Huh? So fourth rule is satisfied if we have a mix of symbols and blank spaces. Like 2 blank spaces and a symbol satisfies the fourth rule. 2 blank spaces and a symbol satisfies the fourth rule. 3 blank spaces and 2 symbols satisfies the fourth rule. You need 1 more blank. You need 1 more blank than you have symbols. That's the fourth rule. We have 3 symbols. We have 4 blanks on our dark area. And the third rule is the third rule is that we have to touch all the exploded celery. Yeah. Third rule is touch all the exploded celery. Fourth rule, have touch 1 more blank than symbols. How do we draw this? Like that? 4 blanks here. So we need to touch 5 blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Touch 4 blanks here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Touch 5 blanks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy. Was that really complicated thinking? I feel like it wasn't that complicated thinking. Second rule's always satisfied, even if I touch the symbol. Completely surround. First rule is completely surround the exploding celery. Second rule still always. Oh, nope. Second rule is that the exploding celery needs to be in the same. The exploding celery needs to be in this. No. Why is this wrong? What's the second rule? Huh. Second rule has to do with multiple celeries. This is not right. I actually did a mouse slip there, but this is not right. Okay, interesting. Do you guys see this? I tested these individual blank squares. So the solution is, this is the solution, right? You cover all of these tiles and you're not supposed to, you don't need the top row or the bottom row for the solution. And if your solution touches any of these unneeded squares, it blocks the second rule. So like the second rule is almost like you have to have the most efficient solution, no extra spaces. And if I touch this, or this, or this, or this, they become, it's fails the second rule because they're not needed. So these are not needed, right? Basically, if you touch any, the second rule is like if you touch any tile that is not adjacent or diagonal to a symbol, it fails the second rule. Something like that. How the fudge do we do this? How do I draw you? I need to touch this, I need to touch this, I need to touch this. How do I draw this? Is this possible? Am I just not understanding the rules? Can I just like... Can I just do that? Oh. There's no freaking rule where it says you can't touch the symbols. This is like such a debate. Normally in these levels, there's always a rule that says like you can't touch the symbols, but there's no rule this time that says you can't touch the symbols. You just have to surround them. Easy. All right, level 7. Second roll. Okay, that all works. First rule is basically touch all the symbols, I think. First rule is touch all the symbols. Eh? What? This doesn't work? But this works? Okay, so the order of which exploding celery you start with matters. You have to start with the top left one. You got to go top to bottom, left to right. Or is it right to left, top to bottom? Neither? So this is first, this is okay. That is not okay, this is okay. That is not okay, so this one is first. Hi, how do we know that? Why is that first? Do we just have to like experiment? Really? Gotta brute force this shit? So this was the first one, and then you go around the outside, and then the direction changes. If we had gone this way, it also works. So you have to go from outside to inside. Seems like you gotta go from outside to inside is the order. Why? Why is this higher priority than this? Aren't they in the same layer? Weird. Fudge? No. What? Is it just like random and you have to guess and check? Or is there some sort of logic to this? Top left is first compared to middle. Top left is first compared to left middle. But top right is, wait, what? These two don't matter. Like, these two are okay with going either way. They're accepted whether, regardless of which order you do them in. These two also don't matter. They're accepted regardless of which order you go in. These two are considered equivalent. These two are considered equivalent. They're opposite corners of each other. These are not considered equivalent. These are not considered equivalent. And these are not considered equivalent, right? Yeah. So opposite corners are kind of considered equivalent. It is roughly outside to inside for this level. Like, all of these are equivalent to each other, and then I think all of these are equivalent to each other as well. Think about the world theme. The world theme is blanks. Blanks. Huh. Okay. I think I got it. So you gotta start with the symbols that have the least number of adjacent blank squares, and work your way up to the symbols that have the most number of adjacent blank squares. This symbol has one adjacent blank square, so it's first. These two symbols have two adjacent blank squares, so they're second. And then these two symbols have three adjacent blank squares, so they're last. So this is 0, and this is 2, this is 2, this has 3, this has 3, and this has 3. So rather than so at first it was like the positioning on the outside moving towards the inside, because the outside, you've got like the edge of the grid, so you very easily have fewer adjacent blank squares, right, when you're on the outside. But you could be in the middle. Like, this really messes with you because you're thinking you're working outside to inside, but actually the inside one is the one with the fewest blank squares. One rule. There's one rule here. It's fill in all the blank squares. Fudge! What the fudge? Why? Okay, so what I noticed is that when the rule changed, they are perfect squares. This is a 2x2 square grid. This is a 3x3 square grid. Whereas these, where we have to fill in the entire level, they're not square grids. Something like that? I don't know what. I have no idea. These last few levels look like just, you know, fill in half of the squares you should fill in. What if I did like, so this is what, 6x4? I need 12. What if I did like this? That's also 12. That also works, and it's not a square. It's not some shape that fits nicely. What if I did like that? Like that. That also works. It's just like fill in half the squares. All it is like fill in half the squares. But this is not. This is a third of the squares because it's an odd number. Odd number, even number. But this, why doesn't this, why doesn't this work? It's very inconsistent. What the fudge? A 4x6, you're supposed to divide it by 2. A 3x6, you're supposed to divide it by 3. A 2x4, you're supposed to divide by 2. A 3x3, you're supposed to divide by 3. A 2x2 divided by 2. A 3x4, you divide by 1. 2x3 divided by 1. 1x3 divided by 1. We've got a 4x8 here. So we divided by 4. A 4 by... Wait, what? A 4 by 9? Oh, what? It's like something to do with multiples or factors or something like that. But I don't know what the pattern exactly is. 3 divided by 3. 6 divided by 6. 12 divided by 12. 3, 6, 12. 3, 6, 12 were everything. 36 was also everything. Then we got 4, which is divided by 4. 9, which is divided by, or 4 divided by 2. 9 divided by 3. 8 divided by 2. 4 times 6 divided by 2. 3 times 6 divided by 3. 4 times 8 divided by 4. 4 times 8. 4 times 8 is 4. 4 times 8 is 32. Which is 2 to the power of 5. Just gonna have something to do with like prime numbers or shit or squares or something. 8 times 6, 48. 8 times 6, 48. That was the last level? I don't get it. I don't really get it, but it's probably something to do with factors. Factors and multiples and stuff. Alright, next level. Next set. Wait, is this the same set that I just did? No? Apparently not. Divide by width length? I don't get it. How is it just what? So what are you saying? There's one row here, so you divide by 1. There's 2 rows here, shouldn't you divide by 2? Why is this still divide by 1? Oh, maybe it's divide by number of columns minus the number of rows? No, because then that would be divide by 0. There's 6 columns and 3 rows here, and you end up dividing by 3. So is it supposed to be minus? 8 columns, 4 rows, you divide by 4. But what about this? This is 9 columns, 9 columns, 4 rows. Why is it divide by 1? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You have to take into account the level number? I still don't get it. Go ahead and say your guess. It's kind of like 8 columns minus 6 rows is 2, and you divide by 2, but like some of them don't make a lot. It works for a lot of them, but it doesn't work for like this one. When there are no common factors, you fill the hole. 1 and 3 have no common factors. 2 and 3, no common factors. 3 and 4, no common factors. Well, no. 3 and 4, I mean, 3 and 4 does have common factors, right? It's 3 times 2 times 2. Three and 4 is 3 times 2 times 2, so it should be common factor 2. But I guess you're only looking at the length of the sides. 2 and 4 have a common factor of 2. 4 and 6 have a common factor of 2. 3 and 6 have a common factor of 3. 4 and 8 have a common factor of 4. 4 and 9 have no common factors. And then this is 6 and 8. 6 and 8 has common factor 2. Yeah, that seems right. That seems right. So this is 1 and 3, 2 and 3, 3 and 4. 3 and 4 we're dividing by 4. Why are 3 and 4? Why are we dividing by 4? 2 and 2. Two and 4. 2 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4 was... Everything so far has just been fill the whole thing, except for 3 and 4. 3 times 4. This is 4 times 6. 4 times 6, and it wanted me to divide by 4. 3 and 4, it wanted me to divide by 4. 2 and 4 did not want me to divide by anything. Three and 6. Three and 6, it wants me to divide by 2. Um, 4 and 8. I'm guessing it's... What? Four and 8. I've tried everything. I've tried dividing by 1. I've tried dividing by 2. 4 and 8 can't be divided by 3. I've tried dividing by 4. I've tried dividing by 8. I've tried dividing by 16. I've tried dividing by 32. Nothing works. I've already tried every possible answer. What? It's not division? You just tried powers of 2? Yeah, because 4 times 8 only has factor of 2. 4 times 8 is just 2 times itself 5 times. You can only divide by 2 and divide by 2 again. So, but if it's not division, this looks like division. This level does, this set still does look like division, but I don't know. 5? Oh. Oh. Interesting. It's 2 to the power of 5. And the answer is 5. Two to the power of 2, and the answer is 4. What? Why? Why? It makes no sense. This is 2 and 9. Or no, 4 and 9. 4 times 9. 4 times 9, and the answer is 9. 6 times 8. And the answer is 12. What? Ah. 6 times 8 and the answer is 12. So you've got like you take out the common factors. 6 and 8 have a common factor of 2. You take them both out and you've got 3 times 4 and that gets you 12. 4 times 9. 4 times 9, you've got no common factors. So the answer is just the biggest number. I have no idea what's happening here. 4 times 8, the common factor is 4. And then you've got 1 times 2 afterwards, and that should be 2. This, you like to play along the first few chapters? This is too brain for me. Forget the common factors? I don't know. This, I don't know. I'm starting to totally guess these levels. 3 rules. 3 rules. First rule, don't touch any symbols. Second rule, touch the square, touch the blank. Third rule is always active. Second rule is touch all the blanks, I think. No. Second rule is separate things. Separate symbols so that they're alone. There's no 2 symbols in the same area. First rule, don't touch any symbols. What's the third rule? What's the third rule? Third rule satisfied here, here, and here, but not here or here. Do you want to hear your rules guess for the previous level? For the previous set? Sure, for the previous set, yeah, fine. What the hell is this? You have to add all digits from the total size of the area? That's so out there. No, because oh. 3 times, this is 12, so it's 1 plus 2. This is 4 times 6, 24, so it's 2 plus 4 is 6. 3 times 18 is 8, 1 plus 8 is 9. 32, 3 plus 2 is 5. 36, 3 plus 6 is 9. And 48, 4 plus 8 is 12. I think you're right. For the smaller 1-digit levels, it's always the same size as the size. It's always the same area as the total size. Okay. I don't know what's happening here. No idea. First rule is don't touch any of the symbols. Third rule is like... This satisfies the third rule. This does not satisfy the third rule. This satisfies all of them. This is also okay. But this is not satisfying the second rule. You gotta touch this one to satisfy the second rule. Okay. It's something like... The second rule is something like separating the circles from each other, kind of. Or like touching the squares that have... Touching the squares that are between the circles, that are directly connecting the circles. You sound so disappointed. Uh, I guess I'm disappointed if I don't understand the rules myself. So there's something here. Second rule is kind of like blocking out this square, and this square. Second rule, if we block out this square, and this square, it satisfies the second rule. Third rule, I don't know what the third rule is. Third rule is kind of like touch the diagonals. Touch the... but I didn't... The third rule is satisfied here, too. I don't really know. Third rule is also set... What rule does this not satisfy? The second rule, huh? Second rule needs some form of symmetry. No, third rule needs some form of symmetry. But this isn't really symmetric. Like, why does this work, then this doesn't work for the third rule? Oh, I don't know. I don't know why this isn't a solution. This is not good for the third rule. Yeah, the blank squares that touch more than one symbol is not good for the third rule. Is that what we're talking about here? The blank squares that touch more than one unique symbol are bad. Like, these are all bad blank squares. These two blank squares are okay. This is bad, this is bad. So the third rule seems to be don't touch squares that touch more than one unique symbol. Don't touch any blank squares that are adjacent to more than one unique symbol. And the second rule I'm not so sure of. What if I do this? That's also okay. Second rule has some sort of that's also okay, so maybe not symmetry? Why is that not okay? Why is that not okay for the second rule? Be adjacent to as few circles as possible? What is the second rule? First rule, don't touch any symbols. Third rule, don't touch any blank spaces that are adjacent to more than one unique symbol. And second rule, I thought it was just like separate all the circles, but it's not. It's like don't let a circle see another circle in a straight line or something. Hey, Aegis, the first rules we don't talk about. Yeah. Like, I thought it would be just like this. Don't let another circle see a straight. Oh wait, I gotta stop the I gotta stop the squares from seeing each other too. That's so mean, let them see each other. But the second rule is picky. It like has this it doesn't allow you to do some extra stuff. It needs to be very clean. It's like touch one blank square, exactly one blank square in between each pair of symbols, each pair of like symbols. So we touch one blank square here. One blank square here, one blank square here, and then one blank square between these two. Okay. One blank square between these two, one blank square between these two. Like, I gotta touch one blank square here, too. How do I do that? We do like this? Oh my god. Oh my god. We're getting it. We gotta go like this. We gotta go like this. Easy. Easy. Holy crap. Alright, we got the rules now. So we gotta touch this square for sure, this square for sure, this square for sure, and this square. So what happens? What happens after we draw this? And then we just do this, right? What do we miss here? What did we miss here? This one. We missed this one. So we gotta start there, and then come this way, and then go up, down, and do I need to block anything else? Nope. Okay. And I can't touch this square. If I touch this square, it's in between. You know, it's adjacent to two different symbols, two unique symbols, and that would fail rule number. That would fail rule number 3. Yeah, going through symbol gates. Okay, I have these squares I didn't go through, so... Almost. Yeah. Gotta block this from seeing this too. Okay, cool. Good one. Bonus level, 1 rule? Jesus Christ, man. Please, give me a break. This is a 10 by 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a 10 by 10, and the answer is 20. This is the exact same thing. Why? Why? How? These one rule levels kind of suck. Cause like you have nothing to like base your conclusions off of. And then you're just like completely blindly guessing. Okay, 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is giving you the answer is 6. What is the difference between level 1 and level 2? 5 times 6? Three times 4, the answer is 6. 5 times 6. This seems like, what? This seems so impossible. This one is very frustrating. Like, level 6 and level 7 are the same again, but then they're gonna have, like, different answers. What the hell was that? Okay, how many did I... 10? 23. The answer here is 23. This was 20, and now this is 23. Yeah, it's just it doesn't matter how you draw it, it's just a number. (20, 23, 6). This is 1. Oh man. Wee. Wee. This is 15. Come on. God damn it. I'm going so fast that I'm probably messing up somewhere and then like okay, well, can we just do the first 5 then? On the first level, I already have different solutions than you. Okay. On the first level in a 10 by 10, the answer is 20. On the second level in a 10 by 10, the answer is 23. On the third level in a 3 by 4, the answer is 6. On the fourth level in a 5 by 6, the answer is 1. On the fifth level in a 4 by 6, the answer is 15. I don't know, man. I mean, we could brute force it. Since the way we draw it doesn't matter, eventually we'll figure out all the numbers. I mean... What? On the 7th level, in a 6 by... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As in a 6 by 10. A 6 by 10 on the 7th level, the answer is 10. That was incredibly lucky what you did there. Yeah. And I didn't even realize it. Oh. What the fuck? What did I have on number 6 that allowed this to be the situation? No, I messed it up. Oh god. Okay. All right. Wait. Like, what changed? All I changed was what I was doing here, right? I don't remember. I need to go back and watch the VOD. I changed something that I did here. I changed my attempted solution for number 6, and the number 7 started not being a solution anymore. But the same relationship does not seem to affect number 1 and number 2. I have no clue, dude. I have no idea what I did. Oh man, I gotta go. Crap, I lost it. You got it? You got it, Andre? You figured it out? I don't know. I have no leads. I have absolutely no leads. Alright, I'll take a hint, because I gotta go. But it seems like the solution changes. It's not always the same. And I thought maybe it's based on level 6, what I drew for level 6. But I have no idea. What is always changing? I don't know. What is always changing? Time? Time is always changing? So I have to like look at my clock or something? I don't get it. My computer clock? But why are these answers always the same? These answers don't change. They're always still, this is still 6, no matter, you know, no matter what, when I do them, it's still 6. They will change. 2023? Oh my god. The year is 2023. It's currently June. Is it June? It's June 1st. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is 15. God fucking A. The minute. Oh my god. 60 for 60 minutes. And then the second timer. So I filled that at exactly when the clock was at 10 seconds. This is gonna be 50 now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And then now I have. How do I move this? How do I keep the clock up? Yes! Oh my god. It's freaking June already? Jesus. Yeah, I got so lucky guessing the right second on the first try. Yep. Ridiculous. Oh man. Okay. Oh man. The first solution is 20. Wait. I have a question for the creator of this game. If I adjusted my clock to the year 2100, or like if the time that I'm playing is 0, let's say the hour I'm playing this at midnight, right? Let's say that I'm playing this at midnight. How do I input an answer of 0? If I just don't select anything, it'll just be correct? And what if the year, if I change the clock to the year 2100, is this solution gonna miraculously become 21? This suggested solution, or is it still gonna be 20? I wonder. It's complete though. I don't need to do it again. Oh, maybe midnight is like 24. Maybe midnight is like 24 instead of 0. And maybe maybe 0 minutes is like 60 instead of 0. That makes sense. Sure. All right, I gotta go, guys. I've definitely streamed for way too long today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We did some extra understand, and looks like we only have one section left. We're 91% of the way through. We have one world left, which is the 0 world. And we'll probably try to finish that tomorrow. All right, we are gonna send you guys to throw you guys over to Reamcat, who's streaming some Gwent. Yeah, glad you enjoyed, Andre. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. Good night, and see you guys tomorrow for more Gwent and Understand. Bye-bye.